What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is the Gamer Nerd here, and I'm here with another Star Wars episode for you guys of why was the Jedi Order wrong? Essentially, why some people say why were the Jedi evil, or were they bad? Were they evil, and stuff like that. Before we start this video, if you're new here, consider subscribing and ringing the bell to not miss a single upload or live stream, and smashing that like button to show your feedback. Alright, so here we go. You're going to hear a lot of voice cracks in this video because my throat is still trying to get better. But, hey, I'm in a talking mood a little bit, trying to get myself back up, whatever. Let's do this. So really, when you think about the Sith and the Jedi, right? When it comes down to it, guys, if you look deep down inside of both, both users of the Force, the light and dark, supposedly is what they call it, they're really, like two sides of the same coin. Their only difference because of their views, right? Oh, okay, and the lightsaber colors, okay, the red and this and that. But it's like, really, it's like, okay, the Jedi, they try to suppress emotion, right? They want to keep it in. They don't want to sit there. You can't cry, you can't be angry, you can't love. And then the Sith, yes, you can. And that's really how they fight, There's like Palpatine's like, release your anger or whatever crap, and it's like, they supposedly, the Metachlorians, they get like more powerful depending on your emotion, so like they react to that. So like the Sith are crazier when it comes down to that. But like the Sith is more, if you think about it, like the Sith has more freedom, and like the Jedi is more restricted. Now I'm not saying the Sith are the good guys here, but I'm just saying off what their views are, right? Like point one is like, is the Jedi, they restrict themselves, right? Like they can't get married. Anakin did, but I really think that Obi-Wan gotta have some type of clue that they were married, right? So I think he just let that slide because Obi-Wan and Anakin, they were like brothers and this and that. So I really think they let that slide. But the thing is, Padme and Anakin, they were very stressed out because they have to really like lay low and stuff like that. And it was just stupid, like why you have to do that? You got to be all like on edge all the time, that's just one of the things I think that the Jedi are kind of just stupid about. Was like, you can't really express your emotion. You can't get married and stuff like that. Another thing too, it's like Qui-Gon Jinn. People like said that he was a really, really good Jedi. He was the best Jedi because he didn't follow he was a Jedi, but he didn't follow the Jedi Order. Like, he rejected it, because he actually wanted to be a man of his own, follow his own path, and his own journey to take in his life. And I think that's what's good, because, in a Jedi Order, they really restrict you, like, there's so many rule sets, like, the minute that you express anger, they look down upon you. I feel like that's why a lot of Jedi, like Anakin and many, many others, has, like, fell to the dark side, is because, there's so many freaking rules, you get all stressed out and angry, you kind of just, like, you can't hide your anger for so long and keep it in you. Then you're just going to unleash it to one big, nuclear bomb, essentially. I feel like that's what kind of Anakin did. He his mom and this and that. Like, yeah, he did release the anger on the Tusken Raiders and stuff like that. But over time, it just built up and built up. I'm not saying like kill a bunch of innocent people, but it's like, why can't the Jedi kind of express themselves and and have a little bit more freedom? That's why I like Qui-Gon Jinn, is because he really rejected the whole Jedi Order thing and stuff like that. So that's really like point one, or two different points of the whole thing. Another thing is, okay, you don't really see, like, where's Mace Windu's parents? Like, you know, who's Mace Windu's parents? Where's Qui-Gon Jinn's? Where's, you know, Obi-Wan's? Where's Fisto's? Like, you know, have you ever noticed that? Like, yeah, I heard of this too. You know, the Jedi, they kind of kidnapped children. Like, they even said, like, Anakin's too old. Like, are you kidding me? Like, they basically, like, they want them very young, right? They almost, like, kidnap, like, very, very, very young kids, and they grow them up to be a Jedi. I kind of, like, brainwash them and manipulate them. Wow, that was a bad voice crack. I'm sorry about that. But manipulate them, and you know, essentially just, like, you know, like I said, brainwashing them to the Jedi Order. And I think that's kind of stupid. I think that's wrong. You know, they're like, they want very little kids, so they don't really know better, right? You know, you gotta listen to adults or whatever. They don't really know what's going on, and they kind of just, like, as they grow up, they think it's a normal thing. And I think that's just pretty wrong on the Jedi part, is, you know, kind of like brainwashing people to their teachings, and you know, essentially, like I said, kidnapping kids, you know, very young. I mean, Anakin had a mom, but, you know, all the, like, Obi-Wan, who's his parents? You know, like, this ain't Jerry Springer, okay? I mean, calm down, alright? I mean, I don't know. That's just one of the points I gotta point out to you guys, you know, about the whole younglings and, you know, kidnapping kids, blah, 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 whatever. Another thing, too, is, okay, what is going on? I mean, the Jedi are supposedly the peacekeepers of the galaxy and blah, 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 and they're sitting there, Mace Windu's just straight up just kill Palpatine. He's unarmed. And I feel like a Jedi, they will take prisoners, right? I mean, Anakin, he's, like, they're basically a hypocrite, right? Like, Anakin straight up, like, cuts off Dooku's head. What? This ain't the French Revolution, man. Like, calm down. You know, I just don't understand that. You guys say, you know, you're light side, but you're doing, like, almost like dark side things too. You know, that's what I'm saying, guys. That they're really two peas in the same pod. You know, really, before the Old Republic, there was, you know, there wasn't Sith nor Jedi. Well, maybe a little Jedi, but the Jedi back then, really, they did both sides. They were, like, balanced, right? They weren't so far light or so far dark, as you can kind of call it. You know, they were a mixture of both. And I think that would have been better, right? Wow, another voice crack. Jesus, but that would have been better in the long run, because who created the Sith? Here's the question of the day. Who created the Sith? I'll give you the answer of the day. The Jedi, right? I mean, really, if the Jedi weren't so far light and so far Jedi, and weren't like, you know, don't love, don't be sad, don't be angry, don't do this, don't do that, there really wouldn't be a Palpatine, a Darth Maul, and this and that. If they were like the Jedi back then, way before, you know, the Old Republic, the Knights of the Old Republic, and this and that, and did both sides and were even, were balanced, there wouldn't be no light side and dark side, you know. So that's pretty crazy to think about. So let me know in the comments of what you guys think. That's really about it. I mean, there's many other facts about, you know, the Jedi and this and that, but I gave out the major ones, really. You know, like I said, you know, if the Jedi weren't so far light and this and that, you know, they wouldn't have created the Sith, because they essentially did. You know, there's Jedi who exiled and basically became the dark side and found it, and you know, you can express your emotion and this and that, and kind of basically the Sith, essentially all their views is the polar opposite of the Jedi. That's really it. I mean, there's really no difference. They're just the polar opposite of each other. There's really no difference, though. You know, the Sith was created from the Jedi, That's really what you need to know. So that's about it, guys. Make sure you let me know in the comments what you guys think. What's your thoughts? What other things you could add on to this? But make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Ring the bell so not miss a single upload or live stream. And this is the Gamer Nerd. Have a wonderful Thursday. I'm joking. I made that voice crack up, but whatever. I love you guys. Peace out.